Okay, greetings everyone. Just thought I'd post a follow-up video to my series that just finalized on YouTube this morning. Finally got through all 48 episodes of uploading, so that took well over 150 hours, probably almost close to 200 hours for me to upload. So that was a fairly lengthy process. I mean, I started recording this thing on September 1st, and we're just getting we're just getting finished now. What's today? Let me look to see. Yeah, today's the 25th, so 25 days of my life went to actually posting this, but not that I'm complaining at all. It was a lot of fun. The first thing I want to point out is performance issues I was having in the final episode there. Frame rates dropped to nearly nothing, and that's not really accurate portrayal of the game because I kept going after that game was finished. As you can see, this is the same game in the background here. And after I finished recording, I played for an additional 12 game years. And the game ran fine. I was able to play it no problem. So if you're concerned, if you haven't bought the game and you're concerned about that performance issue, that was basically just the recording end of it bogging everything down, unfortunately. We're okay right now because I got the game paused, but if I took it off pause, we'd be right back up to 100%. CPU usage. So yeah, if you're considering buying the game, it does run very well. My machine is very low end. It's only got 3 gig of RAM, and the OS takes a gig of that and only leaves the 2 gig for the game itself. And the game does require 2 gig if you're going to play on larger maps. Of course, the more RAM you can give it, the better. I think most of my machine was trying to swap out memory while recording and doing all that other stuff. So, as far as the series itself goes, I was really happy with the viewership. I do have, I would say, about 3 dozen hardcore followers who are watching these every day, and you know who you are, and kudos to you, and thanks for watching. That was really great to see. More views will come in time, but these are my subscribers who are actually watching these, so I appreciate it. Let's see, I got a bunch of stuff here I'd just like to go over. I'll talk a bit about what I'm going to do next at the end here, but one thing I noticed in the game, and it didn't hit me till a couple weeks after, is there was no silver mist. That's surprising because I end up with silver mist in absolutely every game I play, and there was none in this one. I think we might have just got lucky on that because it is a random event, so either I didn't open up the rune that had them in it, because there was some runes I did miss, or they just weren't in the game. I'm not sure which way that went, but in the end, thank God, because they're a real pest. But they're not impossible to get rid of, but they are a pest. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. Music, I've been asked about why I don't play the music. Number one, the music that comes with the game, I've listened to so many times, I just don't want to listen to it anymore. And I know you can add your own music and that, but then you run into copyright issues when posting to YouTube. If it's a copyrighted piece of music, then YouTube might catch it, and my 3 or 5 hours of uploading would be pretty much wasted. So that's why I don't run with music. That's my only preference, really. And plus, it does distract me a bit, and I don't know. I just like all my concentration on the game when I'm playing. So. Yeah, so anyways, just to show you a bit about how far I got in the game, let's just have a quick look at the overall galaxy map here. Yeah, so this is where we were up here and down in here, and I did come into here and start doing some damage in here, and I took all these systems in here. I did some other stuff too. This was Utopia here, so it was easy to whip over and grab all that stuff. And I come in over here somewhere too. Oh, here it is here. Yeah, I came into this area as well. And then it was down here, came down into there. So I got a little aggressive. I used my Planet Destroyer a couple more times, and it was kind of cool. But yeah, I was able to keep playing, and there was no issues whatsoever. So just wanted to show you that. And I did achieve the other victories. As you can see, I got to 94% on this. So I did keep going. I did achieve this victory anyways. I was at this point, I finally shut it down because it was just going to be more of the same for another 3 or 4 days of playing. So I just pretty much called it a double victory at this point. So that's where I ended up, and I don't know whether I achieved any more of this kind of stuff, but yeah, I just ended up top place and everything. Oh, except this. Wow, I barely... Oh, there I am there. I was just going to say I barely show up, but yeah, I got 4 planets on the top 10. So anyways, that's where all that ended up. And in case you're a bit of a stats junkie, let's just... here, I'll just pull this up. I'm going to select... these are all the videos I recorded for this series. This is the one I'm recording right now, so I'm not going to include that. But just out of curiosity, let's select them all. And we will see just what the total of everything is. Yeah, so if you watched every minute, you just wasted 28 hours and 18 minutes of your life. Yeah, and it's all my fault. So if you watched every minute, that's where an entire day of your life went. And I had to upload 22.8 gigabytes of footage. And that took, I'm going to say, a minimum of 150 hours. It was anywhere from 3 to 5 hours per half-hour episode. Some episodes were longer, took longer. Some of them were 5-6 hours to upload. So I'm going to say more like 200 hours to actually upload, but 150 for sure. So that was pretty much 3 weeks of my life trying to get all this up there. Yeah, my ISP sucks. Yeah, I only get, like, if I'm lucky, 50 kbs upload. So yeah, it's a pretty slow process. But that's just a little something for all the stat junkies around. And what else do we have here? And if there's one piece of advice I would give, and this is what happened in my first game where I met the Shakturi, I kind of screwed up because the Guardians give you that massive alien fleet to go help fight the Shakturi. And in the first game I played through, I was in the middle of another war, and I used that fleet to do other stuff. I didn't go after the Shakturi with them. And unfortunately that hurt me, and I ended up losing that particular game. Yeah, and I know there were some comments about, you got all this firepower, use it. Well, I was kind of waiting for the end game to come in, waiting for the Shakturi to show up, and that's why I didn't get too aggressive with anything else. I just sort of waited around for them, and then used all my firepower to actually bring the game to a conclusion. So that was my thing about that. Now, one more, just a little quick blurb on advertising. I don't sign up for any advertising campaigns. I've been contacted like 12 times. Different groups wanting me to run in their advertising programs and whatnot. And I've basically just not answered any of them. At this point, I'm not really concerned about any kind of income from doing this. My views are very minimal, and it would be just pennies, and I'm not going to tick off my fan base just for pennies. That's just not what I feel like doing. And I'm not a big fan of advertising in the first place. So that's kind of why you don't see ads on my... I mean, if it came down to a point where, wow, I could make a living off this, I might consider it, but I mean, at a hobby level, I'm not going to worry about it. So anyways, with all that said, where do I go from here? I will be doing more of these. Definitely stay subscribed. I will be doing more. When? It's going to probably be a month or two. The problem is, if I start up another one right away, I probably wouldn't be revealing anything really overly new as far as strategies go. So I'm going to give it a month or two, let my strategies maybe evolve a bit more, and maybe I can help other people with some of the stuff I learned in that time. I've learned a few things even since this game, but certainly not enough to do another playthrough right away. So I'm going to give it a couple months. We're looking at another patch coming out in October too. The .12 patch will be out sometime in October from what I hear. I haven't even seen that show up in the beta channels yet, so it's a little ways off yet. But once that hits, then maybe I'll consider doing another playthrough. I am going to be doing some other stuff in that time, so if you see me posting other stuff you're not interested in, stay subscribed, because I will be back to Distant Worlds. If you're not, I do intend to do some more of these. But yeah, stay subscribed, and like I said, it's going to be a month or two, and we'll get going on something again. Yeah, just saw what my money was here. Yeah, over 1 million cash flow. So, anyways, yeah, this was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed doing this series, and I actually brought it to a conclusion, so that was a good thing. Yeah, look at my homeworld here, just covered in troops and all kinds of good stuff here. So it did go well, and I definitely will be back. So stay tuned for sure. And I think that's about all I got to say about that. Just thought I'd post a quick follow-up video just to clear up a few things. Anyways, I especially wanted to point out the performance issues. I don't like portraying the game like that, but it's the best I can do with the machine I have. So, and it's pretty low end. I mean, just about everybody has a better machine than I do. So, anyways, once again, thanks for joining me for this series, and we will be back. And have yourself a great day, month, and we'll see you at some point in the future. Thanks for watching.